Before SIFOD came, our rights were violated.
And most of our youth even didn't know where the sub-county are located.
Some of
the youth, they feel shy, they feel as if they are disowned.
They used to fear me.
They realized that these youth were not informed.
And that is where this VIPPA project came about.
The delivery of government services to the post-conflict communities of northern Uganda has for long been imperiled due to the inability of the young citizens that form the majority of the population to make their voices heard in the governance process, particularly in the rural communities. Despite the many government interventions, many young people do not have the reliable skills to voice their concerns that would inform the government officials of their urgent needs and lingering challenges, and most local governments have not yet established systems to get the right information from their citizens.
Basically, this project was to encounter us with the youth. After interfacing with them, we realized that these youth were not informed. So they lack a lot of information about processes that come to the respective local government that they are supposed to tap from. They do not know. In any case, if they know, then still they do not have the skills to lobby or to get some of this to benefit them.
Samaritan Initiative for Development, SIFOD,
formerly Lao Samaritan Initiative Organization, a vibrant indigenous organization, formulated voice, information, participation and accountability achievements VIPPA Project to address the gap between young people and the local government in the 3 districts of Alebtong, Amolatar and Dokolo, all in Lao sub-region.
Before SIFOD came in, we the youth, we used not to access information from the sub-county, and most of our youth even didn't know where the sub-county are located.
Before SIFOD, we were not known at the sub-county level, not even within our locality. But now, we are known at the sub-county and even at the district level.
Before SIFOD came, our rights were violated. Nowadays, our right is safe, we are liberated by SIFOD.
Unlike those days, you see some of the youth, they feel shy, they feel as if they are disowned.
They used to fear me. Sometimes when they see your face in the court, they think maybe you are again sent by God. But right now they know that we are leaders who must be accountable to them, and therefore they are our bosses.
A platform codenamed Youth Participatory Council, YPC, was introduced right from the village up to the sub-county level, and the youth were trained under the VIPPA project, as explained by Mr. Osman Owidi, the Deputy Executive Director.
And that is where this VIPPA project came about. VIPPA project was trying to address the confidence gap. We took them through the training in lobbying, advocacy, communication, networking, and all those.
But at the sub-county level, actually, we have the structures of 50 of them as leaders. But the YPCs, we are handling entire youth in the entire sub-counties. We have picked them, we have trained them. I'm very happy that actually they are now 2 different compared to other youth.
There is a school called Achekene Community School, and that school had collapsed. Now we took the initiative after the training, and now we went there, we mobilized the community, we talked to them, and now the school is now function. The school is helping the community so much in that the children which was
but later,
within
when
that
youth
school,
from SIFOD
they were not accessing
parents,
education because other school called Alira Primary was very far. It is around 10 kilometers.
The school started in 2011 and collapsed. But later, when youth from SIFOD came and talked to parents, the school then began afresh.
They have established up youth participatory councils in Akora sub-county and Apala sub-county. And these YPCs have been doing a lot. They engage the parents, the community members, and they convince the community members, and they were able to come and reinstate the school that had collapsed. And as I speak right now, Achekene Community School is in operation.
This effort was to increase youth participation in local governance through training, provision of information, and awareness creation on health, education, and agriculture, as well as promoting interface between the youth and duty bearers on youth-related concerns.
During the process after the training, we have seen a number of changes. Most of these youth have benefited from the government programs, and most of them would actually confess it is their first time accessing the sub-county. Some of them have never been to the sub-counties. Now you can see a lot of improvement in the relationship between the young people and the leaders, more especially at the sub-county.
We requested the support from the sub-county. They also accepted. They really managed to give us some seeds of soya. We planted, and actually we managed it well. And as I talk right now, we have harvested and we have 6 bags.
SIFOD gave us the courage to go to our sub-county called Adekmino. The sub-county leadership had our place, and they gave us money which we used for buying soya beans, hired a plot of land, and also bought over 1,000 banana suckers which we have planted.
We are really so determined and hopeful that after these 2 years, each and every member should be self-reliant and economically empowered.
Actually, SIFOD gave us power. Nowadays we influence. I influence decision making. When we had a meeting at our LC1 level, so I told the chairman that if possible, point for us, the youth council. When I said this, instead they appointed me to be the youth chairperson, and after that we now have our structure.
This kind of innovation really gave me a new idea that yes, I think the local government can also bring in this component as a part of areas that we can be able to support our youth. And this is something that we feel we can also take on.
Though the amount in terms of funds that was supposed to be used for this project was major, I for myself find that there was value for money in what have been done. Even from other duty bearers, they will tell you a lot of changes has been effected in the youth themselves, and then also within the local government structures, especially leadership.
The one thing that we did differently was the ability to involve the community members during the selection of these young people. But also at the same time, the approach that we are using, we are not focusing solely on monitoring service delivery. We focus on how do we empower these young people to access and discuss with their leaders. And in the process, you will then inform the leader of what you as a young man wants to access. And we have seen this work so well.
I am so pleased because they now know what kind of activity and opportunities that are within the district. When I go to them, they just tell me openly. And they are really strong, they are brave, they talk. They can be able to advocate. That's a major thing I realize from them.
Even just recently, I am appointed one of the YPC to be my secretary for finance because I have seen something from good seed from what? From her.
We had a midwife at Arochek's health center too, who was seriously punishing the ladies who were going there. And this midwife again has made at least almost 10 kids to die.
When I went there, I found that there was some midwife there who was actually a little bit brutal. They work hand in hand to make sure that that midwife was transferred from Arochek Health Center too.
We went up to the office of the DHO. So she was again transferred from there. The community is now very happy with it.
There was a certain delay in our road called the Lilipilipo Road.
We pressurize them seriously. Then the chairperson LC3 together with the CDO and the sub-county chief promised to at least make that the work of that road begin within 1 week. And at the moment, the road is now over.
So you have to react very fast. Although whether you are not mining very much. At least you wake up and then.
The beauty over it is that their capacity has been built to the extent that if they want to find out any information, they know the approach.
They will be able to ask for youth livelihood. That is something that really helped me to understand that yes, this intervention was right and it was timely.
So the case in point is Alebtong District Youth Council, where we realized an increment of over 2 million in the budget of the Youth Council. That is now amounting to 6 million, and yet it used to be only around 3 point something million. This is something that is very commendable.
And moving forward, we want to see this platform strengthened. We want to see this platform taken beyond the areas in which we are operating. And this required a very concerted effort from all stakeholders across the board. But also you will find out in Opondu, the sub-county did not give them anything. But these young people came up together and then collected money. And now they have already started the beekeeping. As I talk right now, they have over 50 beehives.
14 of those beehives have been colonized already. I am hopeful that after 3 to 4 months, we will be able to harvest the honey from them. We also hope to introduce other youth to our efforts so that they can learn from what we are doing here.
And even the sub-county, they are very happy about what we are doing. We brought them, they also see, and they are also promising that maybe next time they will give us more. So we are planning to get more and put into system.
Our goal from the beginning was about seeing a change in the standard of living of the young people. And I would tentatively say all is well. In the near future, I think some of the young people would have a different behaviors.
SIFOD built my capacity in that when people look at me, they look at a leader. And for that matter, people prefer making me a leader actually in most of the meetings I go to. In our clan, we had a meeting. I was elected to be the advisor on education to our GAPP. I'm very excited with what has taken place and what is taking place at the moment.
We wanted to plan so that 2 years to come, we get a machine, we process this honey, together we compact them so that we can get a good market through this place.
SIFOD gave us information and we went to our sub-county and the sub-county leaders came and trained us. That is why we so far have 2 dams and are planning to construct another one.
We have very many projects being given to us, we the youth and our YLPC. We are organizing another project under a fish fund, and it is about, we have finished everything. That one, even the district itself has agreed to give us with the Ruchek sub-county.
Actually, I want them to do something unique so that the other youth can see from them. I want to use YPC youth as a model in the Ruchek sub-county.
And I have a dream that one day our young district, Alebtong, shall not be judged by the years it has taken, but it shall be judged by the substances and the ingredients that it has.
Personally, I was participating actively because I wanted to see how they are doing, and I want to thank SIFOD that they did not shame us.
I want to attribute this to GAPP. Why? Block access. Block, we are one of the organizations that GAPP strengthen their capacity. Institutional development, this is what I would say per se.
Local government, at the same time the central government may not be able to provide all this. So we still need SIFOD to continue with us so that we can be able to build a very commendable effort to support our people, especially the youth.
Having gone through this empowerment process, some of these youth have unique experiences to share. But what does the future hold for them?
So if we have caused change, and then we can explain this, and the beneficiaries or the community and other stakeholders get to appreciate, And we have our core values which has led us to be in existence for close now to 15 years. We have started this intervention on youth. It must not stop there.
All these are things that we should be able to advocate to USAID, that they should be continue supporting GAPP so that they continue supporting SIFOD and other organizations that have been working with them. That's my own appeal.
The level of youth interface with duty bearers has greatly improved at the sub-county and district level, especially within the project districts. But how about those who did not benefit from this beautiful intervention? SIFOD is committed to upscaling these outcomes in order to build the civic competences of the youth to be in position to engage with their leaders, to demand for quality service delivery, and to amplify the voice of the voiceless within their communities.
Go.